The Newsline.
Hello and welcome back to People's TV. In today's news commentary, we look at Iran. The country was already in deep economic trouble long before its 12-day standoff with Israel in June. Its currency is one of the weakest in the world compared to the US dollar, and years of international sanctions have pushed ordinary Iranians through unimaginable hardship, a reality we've covered in previous videos. After the recent conflict with Israel, Iran has once again gone from the frying pan into the fire. The economic decline is accelerating. In just 3 months, Iran's stock market has plunged 22%, showing how quickly the country is falling. On top of that, Iranian media report that the national water supply and distribution grid has collapsed. The city of Khurramabad is now completely without water. Iran is also entering its 4th consecutive year of drought. Severe water shortages and a major drop in electricity production threaten the country. Experts warn Iran could soon face water bankruptcy, a rare and alarming condition almost unheard of anywhere else in the world. Adding to the crisis, unexplained explosions have become a regular occurrence. Iranian media report several mysterious blasts every week, with no cause identified. For example, both Iranian outlets and Reuters reported a recent explosion near Tabriz airport, later revealed to have occurred in a warehouse inside the airport. Details are scarce, as Iran restricts social media users from sharing information about these incidents. So far, no casualties have been reported. Despite these hardships, Iranian leaders want the world to believe the country is thriving like Israel or other Gulf nations. Recently, officials announced that the Iranian Space Authority plans to launch 20 new satellites by the end of this year or early 2026. This is misleading. Iran has no interest in using these satellites to improve civilian communication. Press freedom and freedom of expression remain heavily restricted. Instead, these satellites are meant to enhance military capabilities. Guided missiles, for example, rely on satellite technology for pre-flight targeting and mid-flight course adjustments. These launches are designed to strengthen Iran's war infrastructure, not help ordinary citizens. Where does Iran get the money for all this? From its own citizens. Taxpayers' money, which should be used to improve infrastructure and quality of life, is instead funneled into supporting terrorist proxies such as Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, all aimed at harming Israel. Not long ago, a cargo ship carrying weapons from Iran to the Houthis was intercepted. Meanwhile, Iran continues war exercises in the Oman and Indian Oceans, sacrificing civilians for the ambitions of the ruling regime. This pattern is not unique to Iran or Gaza, it is common across nations driven by radical Islamism, including Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and Yemen. Most Arab Gulf states are ruled by monarchs living in luxury. While some revenue is shared with citizens, there is little democracy or freedom. Israel, by contrast, stands as the only true democracy in the Middle East. It is this democracy that radical Islamic nations constantly point their finger at. Rather than addressing their own failures and the suffering they impose on their people, they choose to demonize Israel. Although many nations cry free Palestine, the truth is that Palestine is already free. Before the Six-Day War, the West Bank belonged to Jordan and the Gaza Strip to Egypt. Israel captured these territories during the war, which was declared on it by Jordan, Egypt, and other Arab nations. Israel later voluntarily returned both the West Bank and Gaza to the Palestinians so they could have their own land and state. Unfortunately, Palestinians and Hamas began attacking Israel, forcing it to defend itself. On October 7th, Hamas carried out a brutal assault, killing over 1,000 civilians and taking more than 200 hostages. Israel has stated it will end the conflict once all hostages are safely released and Palestine's freedom is secured. However, Israel will not step back without liberating Gaza from Hamas, a goal that aligns with the wishes of many Palestinians themselves. If this report helped you see the situation on the ground clearly, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to People's TV, where truth has no agenda, and facts speak louder than spin.
Subscribe us for more details.